We're going to go through a routine of knee hug and knee rocking movements from side to side. Principle of this group of exercises is just to release some pressure in your lower back, give your lower back a bit of a stretch. It also stretches just beneath the lower back into the gluteal regions of the buttocks as well as you rock your knees side to side. Key points before you start this, certainly around pain and symptoms that you may well be in or suffering from. Things like just check as well that you're not making things worse. That might be having a conversation with your osteopath or your medical professional who you're seeing, or it's just a case of when you're doing them, be conscious that what we're not looking to do is create more pain. You might feel a little bit of discomfort, which is fine and certainly a stretch, but more pain is a limit at which you should be stopping. I'm going to show you a set of doing them 5 times, so you'll have 1 rep repeated 5 times as a set. Now you can certainly do this again, so you would increase the numbers of times you were doing it. You might want to do 5 in the morning and 5 in the evening, particularly at the minute with so much time sat, maybe in difficult positions. It might be a chance for you to be able to warm up with the set in the morning and then sort of unwind from the day a little bit into the evening as well. So what we're going to be doing is lying down. You can do this on your bed, you can do it on a yoga mat as we're doing it here on the floor. There's no strict rules to it, it's more a case of doing it appropriately as opposed to worrying too much about what surface it's on. Simply lying down, you don't need to worry about a pillow, knees are bent, comfortable through the shoulders, relaxed through the mid-back, and just bring the knees up towards the chest. Try and do this without having to reach for the knees, at least initially. Now, if you're suffering from knee pain at this point, you can reach behind the knees, which will just reduce the pressure of you flexing the knees too much that can cause pain. If you're comfortable in your knees, just reach above your knees, curl up, squeeze the knees towards the chest, try and remain relaxed through the shoulders, allow your hips and pelvis to lift up with the squeeze of the knees, and pause for 5 seconds. 2 and 1. Gently back down, release the knees back to where you came from. Both knees drop to one side, allow the top leg to sit on top of the bottom leg. Keep your shoulders square so they face the ceiling. Allow your hips to roll with your knees, thus stretching your lower back. You can, if you want to, counterbalance it with your arms. You don't have to, as long as your shoulders stay square. You've paused there for 5 seconds. Straight back up, straight across to the other side. Top leg sits on top of bottom leg. Counterbalance should you wish to, or keep shoulders just merely facing the ceiling. Pause again for 5 seconds. Gently back up, back to the middle, and repeat 5 times. Knees up to chest, squeeze for 5 seconds, 2 and 1, back down, legs to one side, legs to the other side, and back to the middle. So that's me having done it twice. Continue to do that a further 3 times for 1 set, and that will give you a chance just to unwind any pressure in your lower back. One of the keys with going through the knee hug exercise that you can find, the first 1, maybe 2 sets that you do, it can feel quite tight, maybe even a little bit uncomfortable. Just go easy. It doesn't have to be you've got to get to the knees right up to the chest in that first 1 or 2 sets. They can be a little bit easier going because you're going to do it 5 times. You've got that 3rd, 4th and 5th chance just to feel like you're getting a little bit more give in the muscles and your back is able to be stretched that little bit more. Same with the knees, one side to the other. You might find that one side the knee gets quite close to the floor, the other side less so. Just go easy with it and you'll find that as you go through the repetition of 5, you begin to get closer and closer and potentially more even on both sides, and they become comparable. But it's a easy going exercise. It's not about how fast, how quickly, how much you move. It's just unwinding from the lower back.